Hello everybody, Frankly FM84 here. Thank you for coming back and joining me on another episode of Bello Calcio. We are currently out in Japan managing in the J League. We are in charge of Shonan Bellmare as we come to a close in Season 3. Things are really hotting up at the end of the schedule. So if you were with us yesterday, you would have seen that I said we were coming back for the Vissel Kobe game in the second leg of the semi-finals of the J League Cup. However, there has been a bit of a change. I didn't realise with so little games left, we actually have a chance of winning the league against Sanfreece Hiroshima, and that is why we have come back today for this game. Let's show you what's been happening since you've been away, though. So we played in that AFC Champions League second round game and we won 3-2. Since then, we've been tinkering around with a little bit of tactics, a little bit of this and that, and moving players left, right and centre. Let's show you those games. So we had a 3-0 victory in the J League. We beat Giravan's Kita Kyushu 3-0. That was a mouthful. We beat them 3-0 with goals from Trapiccio, Femenia and Presart. We then rolled on and played FC Tokyo at home. We had a 2-0 victory there. Both convincing games. Presart getting his name on the sheet twice. A player who is developing quite nicely as a footballer here at the club. And that brings us up to date in terms of everything that's happened. As I said, Sanfreece Hiroshima is going to be the next game because we have a chance of winning the league in today's episode. We look at the league table shows we are 12 points ahead with 4 games to go. And yeah, basically we are looking at retaining our J League title once again, and that would be superb. With a few games to go, it means that we can concentrate on the Champions League, and we have drawn a Buriram United. But let's jump into today's game, show you the starting 11 against Sanfreece Hiroshima, and show you how we get on. Here we go then. As I said, we've been tinkering around with formations and trying to find out what works and what not after the update. The 22.3 update, I think, has nerfed our 4-3-3. So we were looking for a variation of it. And we've come up with this crazy 4-1-5 system almost. It is a play on SAS Blue, I will admit that. And we have gone with pretty much an open midfield, which means that if we can get Ghana to get the ball up to the attackers quickly, we can create quite a lot of chances. It does leave us a little bit vulnerable, but the ethos is always going to be score more than your opponent and you get 3 points. So with that in mind, today's lineup is going to be Tani in goal, Hatta, Ono, Aranda and Trapiccio. Ghana in the middle, Antonio, Nago and Femenia will be the attacking 3, and the 2 forwards will be Presart and Machida as we look to wrap up another J League title. Let's jump into the game and see how we get on against Sanfreece Hiroshima. The players then are entering the field on what could be a big day in the club's history. A 3rd consecutive J League title is on the cards if we can just get past Sanfreece Hiroshima once more. Even with the point, I think it's out of reach for Gamba Osaka, so anything but a defeat here and we are well on our way. We are starting the game off positively. Machida to Kiko Femenia. Tries to cross the back post to Antonio. He gets out jumped and then tries a terrible tackle. And this is what I meant about leaving us open a little bit in the middle of the park. Junior Santos just walks towards the goal, crosses it in. It's dealt with though by Aranda, who is really coming into his own as a centre-back. He has been such a good find from the Argentinian leagues, and he's now playing some of the best football that we have seen from defenders in our team, certainly, probably in the J League. Nothing really amounting to much in terms of these attacks. It's back and forth, but Santos finds Brenner. A mistimed tackle leaves him with the ball, and he's had a shot from distance. And all of a sudden, Brenner has given Sanfreece Hiroshima the lead. That is not what we wanted in our quest to win the title. So it was bouncing around quite a bit. I was quite confident we were dealing with it well, but Aranda there does make the mistake just after I was praising the man mounting. And he's I can't believe what I've just done because I've just given the ball and they have scored the first goal of the game. So quite an open game by the looks of it. We were having chances of our own. We've got Ghana now on a corner, crosses it in, and there is Shintaro Nago to make it 1-1. Back on level terms pretty much instantaneously. 6 minutes later. Meant that we didn't have to dwell on losing the lead. So Ghana with the corner, it bounces into the path of Nago. Goalkeeper's gone with the ball at the near post and he just taps it into the empty net. Well worked corner routine there from us. Pretty even game then, looking at it. It's half an hour in. It's 1-1 on the score lines. It's pretty even on the chances created, but we are on the attack again as Precert's in the box. Finds Mikel Antonio, plays to Garner. He turns back. He's laid it into the path of Nago again. Garner's going to have a shot from distance. And does that say Keller in goal? Turns it round for a corner. So we are on the attack. Garner's going to swing this in. It's aimed for Aranda. Heads it over the bar, trying to make up for his mistake at the other end of the field. He puts it over the bar. 38 on the clock then, and we are playing out from the back as Garner plays to Ono. Hatta. So Garner really is playing as a bit of a quarterback. We kind of just give him the ball and let him set the attacks up. He's instrumental in most things that we are doing in this tactic. Kiko Femenia has now got the ball on the right hand side. He's going to have a run at the man. Can he cross it in? He can. There's Machida with the header. Comes off the post, and there is Mikel Antonio at the back post to just tap it into the empty net. Mikel Antonio has been fantastic since he came into the team. I've got to admit, I bought him really to play him as a bit of a striker, and instead he has wound up being a left winger or even a right winger, can play off either wing. And in the Japanese leagues, I presume the quality that he has means that he can get away with a little bit of lack of pace in terms of his age, and he's declining stats a little bit because he's just missed it on the spot there to tap the ball into the net. And I think here, Sanfreece Hiroshima's day is about to get harder as Fukuda looks like he's got himself sent off. And yes, Sanfreece are down to 10 men. We are in at half time. We've had 11 shots, 8 of which have been on target. So we are rightly in the lead. Now Sanfreece have had a man sent off. It looks like their day is about to get a lot more difficult. We can look at some of the substitutions actually, because with this game now going the way that it is, I do not want to risk players when we have big games coming up. So I'm going to bring Aranda off and put Bone on, and then Takada can come on in place of Machida, I think. And then we've got a few others that we're going to look at. I mean, there are some players that aren't registered for the other competitions, so they can just continue playing. But in terms of the players who are registered to play in the Champions League, certainly we will look at giving them a bit of a rest, as they are going to be very much needed when we play against Buriram United again. The game has gone eerily quiet. There's nothing really happening. We are mounting up the shots, not having many on target. And considering playing against 10 men, I would have thought we'd been adding to the score. And Femenia's got the ball, plays it terribly, straight to one of the Hiroshima players. Now we are on the attack with Antonio on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Ono. We are trying to build play up ourselves. Trapiccio to Nago. Hatta. We've got 4 or 5 men forward here. Antonio gets the ball into the box. Has the shot. Goalkeeper turns it over. And they get away with another one. Got a corner though, which Garner is going to try and float in. Plays it towards the near post. There was a header there from Sambone, the substitute who's just come on for Aranda. Gets his head on it. Goalkeeper probably is a little bit questionable. He's kind of come running forwards with his hands up. It's hit off of him and gone into the net, I think. Let's have a look at this replay. So yeah, the header's gone. Wow, he's kind of gone through his hands. He's headed it. It's come off of the goalkeeper's hands and it's just dropped into the net. A little bit calamitous from the goalkeeper, but we're not too fussed. We are seconds now away from winning another J-League title. And that is that, I believe. No trophy lift? Bit strange. Maybe we played ahead of schedule for others. How strange is that? So it's confirmed there. It says Shonan Bellmare clinched 3rd straight J-League Division 1 title. Don't know why we didn't get the trophy lift though. A little bit strange. You can see by the league table now, we are on 76 points. We are uncatchable. And we are champions of Japan once again. Yeah. A little bit confusing as to why we are not being shown our trophy lift. But still, it makes it all worthwhile to see that we have been crowned champions. Just to double check that on the competitions tab, there is the C next to our name. Gambasaka now cannot catch us. This is interesting to see that we're not actually dominating any of like the stats. We've got a player in most categories, and we've got all of the yellow cards being the worst. But yeah, we're not exactly dominating the stats or any of these categories. But as a team and a whole, we are absolutely dominating the J League, and we have won another J League. So that leaves us then with games to come. We are going to ignore the 3 at the bottom because the league is now won. We have the J League Cup semi-final first leg. We are going to come back tomorrow and play the J League Cup semi-final second leg against Vissel Kobe. We are then going to be playing in the AFC Champions League quarter-final, as hopefully we build towards winning a treble. We already have 1 trophy in, don't we? My memory is going mad. Yeah, so we can win a treble. If we beat Vissel Kobe, beat Bullram United, we can work towards winning the League Cup, and the AFC Champions League. So that is what we are